What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be talking about what's going on with the markets. Pre-markets obviously are down right now. This video should come out before markets open, so definitely stick around for the whole video. We're going to take a look at what I think could be happening. Be careful. There could be a huge dump this weekend. Doesn't have to be, but we'll take a look at the key area to watch to let us know what could be coming. So let's take a look. Right now, pre-markets are down. Dow's down 131, S&P 25, NASDAQ 133. The DXY seems to be wanting to pump back up here. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is the 4-hour. We did get rejected up at our resistance area. Do we come back down to test this 101? If so, then Bitcoin could possibly get one more push up to that 33,000. It's not looking like that's going to happen, but we'll take a look at it. All right, so the Dow Jones, this is a 4-hour chart. As you guys know, our target from way back here was 30,700 points. We did get our bounce there. We expected that. If you look here, we have hidden bearish divergence, and it's in a downtrend. And then what I wanted to point out is this little hidden bearish divergence here from yesterday's close. We got a higher high in the price action, lower high in the RSI. Looks like we got more downside to go, guys. That doesn't mean we can't get a little pump, but we'll see what happens. If the traditionals bounce from here, then Bitcoin could possibly have a up weekend, but it's not looking very promising. Let's take a look at this. So here's the weekly. This weekly candle is very ugly. If it ends red this weekend, and that would be a close below 29.4. It is going to be devastating for Bitcoin next week. As you guys know, on the weekly, we have much more downside possible for Bitcoin to hit the bottom of this trend line here and then possibly get one more bounce. Maybe come up and test the bottom of this rising channel that we fell out of. Let's take a look at Prime XBT. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. They're not like the other scammy exchanges. Links down below the video. You'll only see a Prime XBT link down there. If it was about making money, then I would put Bybit and BitGet and all of them down there. I only put the stuff I trust down below. So if you want to check my affiliate links down below, go ahead and do so. If you do trade on Prime XBT, use the promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you up to $7,000 bonus to trade with. Savvy25 will get you 25% off your trading fees. You can also trade traditional markets, Forex, everything all from this exchange. So let's take a look. This is the daily chart. We do have a target down around the 24.3. We've had that forever. I still believe we get down to at least that level. Could possibly go lower. The reason being that I think we have lower to go in is this 5 waves down, 3-wave correction up. We should have much more downside, in my opinion. As you guys know, I think it's like the .com bubble, but I call it the Bitcoin bubble. We have to get rid of all the crap coins. And how that happens is a big market crash. All of the coins will probably disappear. I'm sure they'll still be traded, but in all reality, most of them are just scams, guys. So be careful. But anyways, we have this target still at around 24.3. Let's take a look at, zoom in on the daily here. Like I said, if we could get a pump up this weekend to that 33,000 possibly, but if we break these lows, and we'll look at it in the 4-hour, it's going to get pretty devastating for Bitcoin. I do want to point out this hidden bearish divergence right here. And I've been talking about it for a while. If we look at this high and this high, and we put it up here, we made lower highs in the price, higher highs in the RSI. That is hidden bearish divergence. But remember, even if we pump up to these levels, even the 39 level, which would be the bottom of the bull or bear flag, if we did pump up there, we would still be making hidden bearish divergence. This RSI could be way up here. It would still be higher RSI, lower price action. So just something to be aware of. We could get that pump. I'm not saying we can't, but I'm looking more to the downside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. This looks kind of messy. Basically, it's just a zoomed in version. As you guys know, we shorted up here at 48. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Once we broke this low, we have a target. If we take this up here, that target is around 25.39, which we hit exactly. So anyone that took that trade, congrats. let's take a look at where we could be headed now, though. So what we're looking at is, let me zoom in here, and we'll take a look at a few targets. So if we do break this, I'm going to move this up now. Remember, we come back down. We did test this. So again, we could go up to that 33, possibly higher this weekend. Let's see what the Dow does first. But if this 29.5 area breaks, actually, I'm going to move this a little bit lower. If this 29.3 area breaks, chances are, if we take a measured move from this rising channel here, we break, gets us down to, we're going to move this target around that 24,000 range. Will we get a bounce there? Most likely, if we get there, we will get a bounce. But if that does break, we do have lower targets. Let me show you that. And that doesn't mean it'll happen in a day, guys. People always say, well, you were wrong. It bounced 1%. This stuff takes time. If we do get here, we could bounce around for a little while. But if we look at from the break of this bear flag down to the bottom, we bring this over. And guys, you can use this stuff in smaller time frames too. If you want to day trade, or scalp, go into smaller time frames, all these techniques work. I'm looking at it in a swing trade positioning. So my trades usually last days or weeks. But let's take a look at that. That's the first target. And again, if we take this here, being the flagpole of the bear flag, if we break that 29.3 area, we could go as low as, let me adjust this now, that 17.5 possibly. That's if the 24 breaks. Now again, this 24, we could come all the way back up to the 30,000 range, again, ranging here for a while. But if this 24 breaks, you can probably count on seeing 17 or much, much lower. I do expect bounces at these targets at least. Now let's take a look at the bigger bear flag. From the break of the trend up here, right? We take the beginning of the bear flag or the flagpole, bring it down to the bottom, and then we put it over here, and that gets us even a lower target, 67.54. Now, as you guys know, if you watch the channel, I don't think we'll see these lows until around 2023, unless we have a massive capitulation before then. But 2023 is when I expect to see the bottom, unless we break this 48,000. Then this is all squashed. All right, let's take a look. I showed you guys this yesterday. As you can see, the descending triangle here popped up, got rejected at the 200 EMA and come down. We did come down and then come back up one more time, which we could see here. That would be that 33,000, although it's not looking very promising. But as you can see what happened, we came down, we bounced off of that triangle. Once we hit the edge of it, boom, back down, had a little mini bounce back. So let's look at over here. Same thing, came up, rejected 200 EMA, rode the top of the triangle, got another little pump up, but ultimately came down much further. We seem to be seeing the same thing here. So could it be a boring weekend? Possibly, unless we break that 29.3. But let's take a look at what this could look like. Go into, where is my, there it is. So we could see something like this bounce around in this range for another 4 or 5 days before coming down. Something like this, but ultimately heading towards that 24,000 range, in my opinion. Another thing we can look at is this bounce right here. As you can see, we came up to that 50 area on the RSI. Let's look back here at this one. We did the same thing. We come down, bounce to the 50 area, which was this bounce here, right here. And then, continue down after that. So ultimately, I see us having more downside. But again, it is the weekend, so we could see pretty much anything right now. Amazon compared to Bitcoin chart. This is the big washout of all the .com scams and the .com bubble. I think this will be the big crypto washout of the Bitcoin bubble. Get rid of all the altcoins. After that 2023, I'm going to start to get very, very bullish in there in accumulation. But remember, this took 10 years to break this all-time high. A lot of confidence was lost in the market, so it took a very long time to get back up. And I think that may be what we see here. Also, the Dow Jones, I've been showing you guys this. This was the Great Depression right here, and notice the similarities. It's looking a lot like that. We could definitely be seeing a huge crash. I talked about it yesterday. This spot right here could be here. That would say we have one more leg up, but it's really not looking like that. So just be cautious, be careful, guys. I'll show you a quick look at Ethereum. These have been our targets for Ethereum. We got rejected at our 1919 pretty hard. Next target's 1564. Target after that is just a measured move of the bear flag around 680. Remember, if 2023 is the bottom, this could be much, much lower. Litecoin, as you guys know, we've had this target for about 6 months, around 24 bucks. Could go much lower. And something I noticed yesterday in Litecoin, if we look at the weekly, we are making a bear flag on the weekly for Litecoin. Let's take a look at where that target would be. We would go from the break of the trend right here, go to the bottom, bring it down to the break. It looks like it already broke. Would be around the 10 to 15 bucks. Very possible. Not saying it's going to happen, but be cautious. XRP. So you guys know our first target's around the 28. After that, 17 could be much, much lower. Anyways, thanks for watching. Wanted to get a quick video out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, make sure to smash that thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I had one person yesterday notified me that he was unsubscribed. He didn't do it. And then after that, I had about 6 more. So make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Make sure your notification bells tick for when I post new videos. You will get notified. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm out.